Okay then. So, another one. We've got Hagrit in the tournament. AOL Destroyer Vanilla Showdown. Whatever it's called. I don't know what it's called. But this is a Ra versus Poseidon on a Ra versus Poseidon on Anatolia. It's a really good map for me for Ra. I'm pretty happy about this map. There's a couple of things you've got to be concerned about. Apparently he had a bad start, so I said good. Wishing my opponent misfortunes in his game here. So, build order here for Ra is incredibly. You basically have to do it the way that I do it here. Otherwise, you're just behind. You don't want to be behind. So the build order is 4 villages over to food. You want to go to chickens. You can go to boar if you have them. If there's a lot, if there's 3 of them, I think you can go. If there's 2, I think it's probably fine. But pigs or chicken is totally fine to go to. The next step is you want to put 2 villagers onto wood from your town center. That dock villager goes onto wood. The next villager pops out, moves over to the other side of the map to put another dock up, because we're going to be putting fish from both sides. Thank you so much for the subscription, the 2 months. K Gels Cells, appreciate it, man. Can't speak, but yes. So villagers to the top, get the dock up. And then we get an extra villager over to wood. So we have 4 villagers on wood right now. The next step is 4 villagers to gold, so that we can get our temple up of 4, 5, or 4, 15. We need it up 4, 4, 15. So if we can do that, we're pretty happy. Well, I mean, if you do it this way, it's fine. After that, we put more villagers over onto wood so that we can get the rest of our fishing ships out. Because we want to get 18 fishing ships, and we want to be advancing at 5:15, or 4:15. That is the goal here. What I should have done, which obviously hindsight is 2020, and I'm going to start doing it again, is I should have left the goat on the town center, and then once the chicken's finished, or when I wanted to move over onto the herdables, I should have put the priest back over onto the town center and put my villagers over there. A little bit of walking time, but saves a little bit, I think. Maybe, I'm not sure. I have to think about it a little bit. We'll see. So now I'm just trying to get the fishing ship out and keep villager production, and we're all good. And villagers to wood. Now I build up. I probably don't need to build this this lumber camp up, but I am probably gonna put that villager over onto wood at some point over there. So that lumber camp probably should have been a house in hindsight, but it is what it is. I do want to put my 3rd dock over there first. This is important. You put your 3rd dock on the side of water that you didn't start on. That allows you to get the 18 fishing ship out in time. You have to tell me how to say that name. Obviously, I'm useless. So this dock comes up, and then we're good. Villagers. After I have 6 villagers on wood, or 5, it's essentially 5 in the base on wood. I'm happy to start putting villagers to food. And like you can see, my population is getting awfully close to 35 of 35. So that's why I probably should have made that lumber camp up there a house. But I think I'm fine. I think I'm fine because this villager comes out regardless, and then I should advance. So it's not like I'm delayed anyways, but it is what it is. A little bit of missed micro, I think, on the part of the advance here. A little bit late, but what is it? 10 seconds late? Yeah, 10 seconds late. And I clicked the wrong god here. I meant to go go and Bast. There's no real reason to go Bast in this matchup. Bast doesn't help at all for anything. I'm not going to be building myth units. Probably not going to be building myth units. I'm not going to go for any timing attacks or anything like that. I'm just looking to play really solidly, play really economically. not going to be getting sacred cats or anything like that. But I was already late and I misclicked and I was like, oh, I'll just go Bast. But the added benefit of Dar over Bast is simply just shifting sands is really good god power for this map. But I was like, I didn't feel like it was worth it to delay even further because I already felt like I was delayed. So now my plan here. So there's a couple of things you have to be worried about from the Poseidon. Thing number one is a fast heroic through Dionysus, making Skylar. If he does that, I'm happy. I don't think that's a good strategy. It's too slow. Second thing is a semi-fast heroic with archer ships. That is what I expect to see here. Question is what he does after that. Now, I think the best option for Poseidon is to go Dionysus, make one Skylar, and then go for full pop Thracian horse, heavy cavalry, Hippocon, and then make a big push into the center and push me off the center. I feel like that's the best option for you as Poseidon against Ra here. It's a lot of resources and very difficult to do, but if you can hold onto the water for long enough with your semi-fast heroic, playing nice and defensive, not throwing away any units. I'm feeling pretty spicy here because Hagrit's actually trying to fight me on both sides of the water. What you probably should do here is Poseidon is you fight one side hard, the other side you only build trireme defensively. That way you guarantee that you're going to hold on to at least 9 fish. And because he's fighting me sort of both sides pretty hard, I feel like I've kind of got an opportunity here to really damage the economy of Hagrit. I'm pushing off fish from one dock already, and on the top side I'll be able to push off fish from that side because there's just no way for Poseidon to match both sides of the fish. And now you can see I'm putting only villagers to gold here. So I've got 12 villagers on wood, the rest go to gold, and I'm attempting to get to the heroic age as fast as humanly possible here. And I can see that he's short trireme here. He's short trireme, which means he's going for a semi-fast heroic. So I know he's doing that, and I think it is slightly inefficient. I'm pretty sure you can do the semi-fast heroic. 8:30, 9 minutes here on Anatolia with 5:15, 18 fishing ship build. And have more trireme. I think it's a little bit better here because you can hold on to those fishing spots that I'm pushing him off. And now Hathor got a choice because if he does go for a heavy heroic age fight on the water, I'm going to be able to get a super amount of value from the land. I don't care about water at that point. So if he goes for like 2 or 3 Skylar on the water, I can just build a couple of hammer ships, and there's nothing you can do to stop the land. If he puts that much resource into Skylar, the amount of pushing power that Ra has with Locust as well to hit the villages is pretty crazy. So I see he's gone Dionysus. So I am really fast here, 820. That means he can't have any land military units. So I can send my villagers forward. So you can see as soon as I saw Dionysus, I can move my villagers forward to the middle of the map, make a Migdol, nice and aggressive, secure the second gold mine. I see the first Skylar, so obviously that's what's going to happen. The things that honestly, I'm still concerned here. I see the ballaster ship though. That makes me very, very happy. Seeing ballaster ship means he is going for water. There's no need to go for this heavily on the water here. I can defend it fairly easily as well without investing too many resources here. And he is spending a boatload, literally, on these ballaster ship. And I can just transition off of this water completely fine. There's no way for him to win both sides of water very hard either. So it's going to be a long time. I'm going to be able to get town centers. And part of the reason why we go here is so that we can get Shadoof and build farms after he puts a lot of energy into the water. I didn't do that, and it's totally fine. So totally fine here. Should have marked it onto that Scarlet. It's got no HP. So now I'm literally just looking for summon a locust, summon a push in. I got the war elephant out as well. I know he's not going for Thracian horse or spirited charge or anything like that. And I'm distracting his units up the top so he can't push through. I'm not bothering to even defend that anymore. I want to grab this forward town center as well because that's going to give me basically full map control because that's his town center there and it's right in front of his base. It feels good. I see his forward gold mines expired, so if I get lucky on his gold mine, I can push him off that. And it's going to be pretty good. What's the deal with a single elephant? It's a building destroyer. I can kill these houses with it. It's also really tanky. And this locust here is pretty good. I basically clicked it there so that he can't retreat his units. I got the chariot archers there to attack, and when that happens, he's going to tap out. I'm not sure if he's 100% lost here, but it's going to be really, really tough for him to come back. And I've got so many resources in the bank. And I am bonkers good at this game because I have so many resources. The only reason I have this many resources over him, I think, is because he didn't protect his fishing ship. So we had a lot of idle time on fishing ship. Also, Ra economy is strong. I'd be interested to go and check the post game and see those the actual resource total there, and then look at from his perspective and see how his villagers were behaving. Because if he really was struggling for resources, might have been something to do with that. Anyways, I think yeah, the thing that obviously the thing I'm scared about here is Dionysus full Hippocon and actually defending his fish. If he defends his fish well and it gets full Hippocon Dionysus, Thracian horses, he can push forward. He can get that middle of the map. And I have to go Horus in order to defend against it. And I have to go Horus really quickly and get the full spearman nice and fast in order to defend against. It's really tough to do, but he didn't go for it, so it feels good. We'll move on to the next game. Hope you guys are enjoying these. I'm going to be doing every one, even if I lose. So we'll move on to the next one.